less known facts about the advantages of breastfeeding. Let me place it in front of you first. All the mothers who are feeding, you can be sure of two or three main things that it would do to you. Of course, beside the joy of cuddling your baby and bonding and feeding and having left with a sense of satisfaction that you've done your best for the baby, what does the breastfeeding do to your own self? Well, it burns a lot of calories because it is indeed an activity which really drives a lot of energy out of your system, which also means that it helps you rapidly lose weight after delivery. That is advantage number one. And God forbid, if you had been diagnosed as a case of diabetes in pregnancy or high sugars in pregnancy, the doctor would have, in all probabilities, told you that you better be careful about your diet and the exercise pattern, because 2 to 5 years from now, what has just thrown a spotlight on you as if a sneak peek into what could happen to you in the future, 2 to 5 years post delivery, you may be a full blown diabetic. Well, the breastfed mothers, please remember that this situation of turning the pregnancy diabetes into an adult diabetes forever and ever gets pushed far beyond 2 to 5 years, maybe 10, 15, 20 years. If you are one of those who are exclusively breastfeeding your baby, definitely for the first 6 months, but maybe even longer. The third advantage is problems like the breast cancer. Mostly you would have heard that those who have never ever breastfed, it is also one of the risk factors for breast cancer. And by breastfeeding, you will yourself be diminishing the likelihood of getting the breast cancer. So, having said all these scientific or medical advantages, which of course is a big plus in your own life, needless to say that for the baby, generally people know that it is the best available feed. Why? Because it is containing some unique formula beyond the formula feed. The colostrum, the first few drops of the feed that the mother gives to every baby, carries the immune fighter cells or the antibodies, equipping her baby to fight the infection. There is just about no other source in the world that could offer this to your baby. That is the biggest plus.